Oklahoma State has clinched 3 individual championships tonight after already taking home their 8th consecutive Big 12 title. Iowa State's second. Northern Iowa has moved up to 3rd with their back-to-back champions. And could still just be a little more change pending what happens with Wyoming's heavyweight in just a bit.
Yeah,
this is Noah Adams, redshirt sophomore from Coal City, West Virginia. He was 5th in the Big 12s a year ago, but he had an unbeaten 29-0 regular season. Tanner Sloan, the number 2 seed at 197, is a redshirt freshman for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. They are set to slug it out at 197 pounds for a Big 12 title.
You know, in almost any sport, coaches will tell you, if you have a guy that starts for the whatever year it is that he first becomes a starter, the big change comes the second year that he's a starter. He's had that whole year of experience, physical maturity, the whole thing. And same thing with Noah Adams. He's just been really 15 matches he's won by bonus in his 31-0 record. He has just been dominant. First unbeaten regular season wrestler for West Virginia since the great Greg Jones.
Jones was a 3-time NCAA champion for the Mountaineers. And Adams 31-0. These two did not meet in the regular season. Tanner Sloan had suffered a minor knee injury and wasn't able to wrestle a couple of bouts for South Dakota State. So as a result, they didn't square off.
I think he got that hurt the very week before, and Damian Hahn said he was nowhere near, he just wasn't ready. We weren't going to throw him out there when he was close to being 100%.
Well, he's had a dominant time here in the Big 12 Championships. Beat Jacob Seeley of Northern Colorado 11-1 in the semis. Beat a good wrestler, Jake Woodley of Oklahoma, 8-0, did Tanner Sloan.
Yeah, he's had a very good tournament, and it surprised me a little bit. I haven't seen him since when South Dakota State wrestled at Oklahoma State. I saw that duel, but he was not able to finish the match. And so he didn't wrestle against West Virginia, but I just haven't seen enough of him to really know that much about him.
You're neutral.
Noah Adams.
You're neutral.
Left leg attack. Trying to finish it off.
There's 2.
Hands went down quickly, but 2 points awarded. Those 2 big fellas nearly came into our laps, Jay.
They did.
Are you going to protect me? I mean, we're talking about 500 pounds of beef.
Guys, hold your
I would
leave
the table. I would too.
You know, you can't do a lot when you're sitting in a chair.
No, you're pretty helpless.
Unless you can jump up out of the chair and go back really quickly. But Adams, I like the way he did that. He got to the side at the end of that move, and very quick for a big guy. He's got good quickness, good positioning. And he's not had much problem this year against anybody. Now, the question is, a lot of people want to know, and we'll see if he wins here. Maybe CT might ask him this, but Colin Moore from Ohio State's ranked #1 has been very good for 4 years. That could be a great NCAA Finals match. And, of course, I'm not assuming anything here. This is not nearly over here, but that could be potentially a great NCAA Finals match. So 2-0. Adams on that takedown. They're off with 1:08 to go.
1:08, guys. Same thing. I want a good, clean start.
Tim Flynn, second season as head coach at West Virginia, rebuilding that program. Dylan Cottrell won their lone Big 12 championship at 165 pounds 3 years ago, but 6 Mountaineers making their first Big 12 championship appearance here this weekend.
I was talking to Tim this afternoon, and I didn't ask him about his team. He just said, "We're bad." he's not happy, right? We gotta get better in a lot of areas. And I said, well, you know, I'm sure you'll keep working at it. And he's not happy with where they are right now at all, other than Noah Adams, which has made the season bearable with his great year.
Wrestle here.
You saw Damian Hahn, the head coach of South Dakota State. This is their 3rd finalist of the night. They're 0 for 2 to this point. Zach Carlson at 184 and Henry Pohlmeyer at 149 came up short. But Tanner Sloan could sure make it special. He gets an escape for his first point. 15 seconds left, first period, at 197 pounds.
So 2-1, just that one takedown. It was a nice one, but he got 1:17 riding time as the period ends.
Time.
So how do you explain a young man? Noah Adams was in this event a year ago. He was fifth and has just run through everybody this year, Jay.
Well, Tim Clint says, he's a really hard worker, and that year of experience just does wonders for you when you learn all the things that you shouldn't be doing, and you try to quit doing those things and get better at the things you're good at. And I asked him about a coach once told me that after he'd been coaching about 3 years, I said, what has surprised you about coaching? He said, shouldn't be a surprise, but the guys keep making the same mistakes over and over and over. We go over it every week, and they keep making the same mistakes over and over until finally the light turns on or whatever. And he said, I probably did the same thing when I wrestled too, but you just keep thinking, why is he still doing this? We've gone over this. And I think with Adams, he figured it out, and he listened to his coaches, and suddenly this year he was making the right move, getting in the right position, and knowing which way to turn and when to gamble, when not to. And it's made a great season for him.
The light bulb has come on more quickly for Noah Adams than it does for some others. He has nearly 2 minutes of riding time, nearly. Got Sloan turned to his back.
And I don't know if you put some truth serum into Tim Plan and said, did you see this coming at the start of this year? You knew who would be better, but did you see 31-0 coming going into to the last night of the Big 12? And he probably would have said, I'm not sure I would have predicted that, but it's real and it's there. Good ride put on by Adams. A little spiral ride he's used some of the time. Tight waist left side. Traps has his right wrist trapped, but still maintains control quite easily, and they go off. So he's just piled up the riding time.
2.5 minutes of riding time established here for Noah Adams, but still just a 2-1 match.
Yep, and that's the deal. He's controlled the match. He got the takedown. He's ridden really great, but one move, and all that Sloan needs to do is get out of there and score a takedown. Suddenly he's ahead. And I say that's all he needs to do. That could be easier said than done. But the match is still a close match, even though it seems like, Adams has been in control. The roll through tried by Sloan, going for the reverse. If he can turn to the corner and clear that arm, he's got a shot at a reverse. There we go, turn. And good job by Adams staying out of trouble there.
Peeled that leg out first, got himself back on top, and looks like he's going to ride out this period. He'll have riding time secure moving to the third period. So it's a 3-1 lead when you tack that on. He's got 3:17 of riding time, so it's already in place. There's Dom Demas taking some photos. Dom, a runner-up here tonight. He and Parker of Iowa State at 141 pounds, but good enough to take some pictures with some Sooner fans who have made the trip up to Tulsa from Norman.
The kids like that. They like to see their heroes, and it's nice of Demas. He's probably not real thrilled because he didn't win that title, but shaking it off and going out and being good to the fans. That's what it's all about. There's another day to wrestle here in a couple of weeks. Adams trying to keep free. Can't get away. Ooh, watch out there. He almost got put on his back.
Boy, his scramble to try to escape. He got that left arm out there, and Sloan nearly grabbed it.
Well, Sloan must think he can turn Adams. Otherwise, you would let him go because you can't erase the riding time. There's no point riding unless you think you can turn.
That's a good point.
Still red.
You can ride him out, and it won't do you any good unless you get a near fall in there somewhere. So apparently he likes those odds better than a takedown.
At some point, is he going to have to reconsider those?
He might. Maybe with 30 to 40 seconds left, you might say, well, I'm not getting even close to a turn. And, Adams a reverse. I was about to say Adams is helping him a little bit by taking some risks underneath where he could get caught, but side roll there. He gets the reverse to go up 4-1 plus the riding time.
So it's a 5-1 lead for Noah Adams, looking to move to 32-0 on the season and get West Virginia its first Big 12 champion since 2017.
He's just controlled everything, and he's not ever really been in jeopardy except for that one little flurry. It's just the score didn't separate until that reverse.
Improve.
He was still in some jeopardy. Now here comes Sloan.
Still green.
Sloan has not relinquished this match yet.
No.
And you never know.
Now, if you're Adams here, you don't want to get rolling around. You've got a 4-point lead. You can give up a reverse. Just don't give up a reverse and a near fall. Just be smart.
Still green.
Got a good sprawl there.
Still green.
Yeah, he's in
Stalemate.
good shape as
Still
they
down.
stalemate it
Coach
with
Hank.
8 seconds left.
Okay.
There was a little scramble there where Sloan looked
Bottom man,
like he
stay set.
might have a shot
top.
at the reverse, but then it just didn't go through.
Well, in a season that has been rather difficult for the West Virginia Mountaineers, Noah Adams has been the bright spot, and tonight he shines like a diamond. A Big 12 champion as a redshirt sophomore and still unbeaten at 32-0 is Noah Adams, your Big 12 champion at 197 pounds.
Great performance by Adams, just very solid. After he got that opening takedown, he just piled up the riding time and just really kept Sloan at bay the whole time, except for a couple of brief flurries.
Noah Adams, what a turnaround. 5th in the Big 12 championship a year ago. But at 32-0, number 2 in the nation, he is a Big 12 conference champion here in Tulsa. Right now, he is with CT.
All right, Chad, thanks so much. Noah, undefeated the entire season so far. How have you been able to do this?
A lot of training in the off season. Put in a lot of work that no one knows about. And I take every match the same, you know. Every week, every match, I'm 0-0. Got to get to 1-0.
Yeah, that's the mentality that works. Double-digit wins over ranked opponents. 3 tournament titles, now a Big 12 championship. What's next?
Focus this next week and a half on NCAAs. That's the main goal at the end of the season. That's what I want to do best at.
You're number 2 across the board. Colin Moore of Ohio State is number 1. How bad do you want to see him in Minneapolis?
You know, he's a really, really tough opponent. Beating all the best guys. He's undefeated. I want to get there, test myself, see how I do. It's going to be a great match.
I do too. Noah, you're a class act and you're a Big 12 champion. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.